Just another regular day at the old parcel lockers. Nothing special to pick up today. Let's see what we got. Well, looks like my luck has flipped upside down. Vincent has returned! Yes! Let's go home and unbox it. Let's do it! Okay, let's do it. Oh, let me settle down. It has been ages. When was the last time we did one of these? I can't even remember. I reckon it was when I got back from overseas in like August was the last time we did a Disney Blu-ray update video. So excited to be able to do one. Of course, we always do these around receiving a package from my mate Vincent in Canada. If you're one of my new subscribers, basically I've got a mate over in Canada who gets a lot of exclusive titles and stuff for me from the Disney Movie Club. He picks up some stuff from stores as well, some exclusive stuff, America and Canadian exclusive stuff. So Vincent always pulls through, gets me a whole bunch of stuff. So thanks so much, Vincent, for picking up what's inside this. On here it says we've got 8 Blu-rays in here, 8 Disney Blu-rays, which I'm so excited about. This is a double package right here. Usually Vince stockpiles about 4 movies for me and then sends them on, and then we do another 4 and he sends them on. That's why it's taking a little longer to do a video this time around, because we've just been stockpiling. There's been so much stuff coming out that we've just stockpiled and we've gone, you know what, just send one big bundle together and we'll get it out of the way. I think he's actually still holding on to a few more things. I'm not sure what's in here and what else he's holding on to, but he's got a few more titles for me, I think, because there's a few more titles coming out over the next couple of months, and then he'll bundle all them, and we'll hopefully get another one of these done really, really soon. So we are going to open this package up, and we're going to take a look at what Vince has sent me this time. But of course, first up, as always, we have got a very small stack of stuff right here that I have either picked up in person or bought from Amazon UK maybe, or picked up on eBay or whatever, that I have to add to my Disney Blu-ray collection series here on YouTube. Now most of this stuff is stuff that if you are a regular viewer of my channel, my hauls, my Blu-ray hunts, stuff like that, you will have probably seen this stuff in past videos. But let's get into it. There's only a couple of them, so we'll get them out of the way first. Then we'll get to the big package from Vincent. I can't wait to see what's inside there. So let's do it. First up, we have one lone Disney animated movie on Blu-ray. Actually, it's 4K Ultra HD. We picked up Cars 3 on 4K. I haven't checked this one out at all yet. I haven't watched the movie yet. I just haven't had time because I kind of feel like I want to go back and watch the first 2 before I watch the third one. It's been ages. I love the first one. Second one was, as everyone, it was average. Apparently this one's really good. I showed off my 3D copy of this in the last Blu-ray update video, but this is the 4K copy. Now, I got this one on eBay. I paid really cheap for this because the guy didn't include the digital code, and it would have come out cheaper than if Vincent had gone to a store or ordered through the Disney Movie Club. So to save that hassle, I ordered through eBay, a seller on eBay. Okay, we've got a couple of Disneynature titles here. These are the nature documentaries that Disney released under their Disneynature banner. I only have a couple in my collection. I'm missing quite a few. I was missing quite a few of the early ones, and I haven't picked up the last couple that they've released. I've only got a couple that were kind of released in the middle there. So now it's kind of my mission to kind of go back and track down the ones that I don't have. Disneynature Earth. If I'm not mistaken, this was the very first one they released under the Disneynature banner. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was the first one. This is basically a feature-length version of the BBC Earth series Planet Earth. The first one, not Planet Earth 2. Basically, it uses a lot of the same footage that was shot for the series. It used a lot of new footage as well, and it stitches it together to create like a theatrical length narrative. BBC did release a version in the UK and Australia with narration by Patrick Stewart. The American version was released through Disney, and it was narrated by James Earl Jones. So I've picked this one up. I do have the British version, but I had to pick up the Disney version for my Disneynature collection as well. It was really cheap, and there's actually a bunch of special features on here that aren't even on the UK disc. It's like, I think, a video commentary with the filmmakers, which is awesome. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Disneynature Oceans. Now, this one is actually a French movie. What Disneynature used to do is they used to buy documentary films from independent independent filmmakers. Now they make their own stuff. A lot of the stuff is their own stuff. But this one was a French film. The only problem is they actually cut 20 minutes of the movie out to release it for the American market for I guess, a family-friendly market. There's like 20 minutes of violence, like shark hunts and stuff like that. Sharks eating prey. So they cut it down for the American audience. This one's narrated by Pierce Brosnan. I haven't seen the French version. I haven't seen this version yet. So I'm really excited to checking that one out. So they're my two Disneynature purchases for this time around. Earth and Oceans. There's still quite a few that I got to catch up on. So hopefully I can get some more for the next video. Now we also have one Touchstone release. Now for those of you who aren't aware out there, Touchstone was basically a banner that Disney would put on their more adult features throughout the 80s, 90s, 2000s. They kind of wanted to experiment in making more mature features that they didn't have to put the Disney name on. Well, one, they felt it would tarnish the family-friendly Disney name if they put Disney on something like The Sixth Sense. And they also kind of felt like adults wouldn't want to go and see a movie that had Disney on the title. I picked this one up, I think, at JB Hi-Fi during like a buy one, get one free sale, or 2 for $20 or something like that. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. For some reason, I'm late to the party on this one. I don't know why I never added it to my collection earlier. This movie looks great. I've never actually watched it. There's some really great people in here, like Sam Rockwell, Mos Def, Zooey Deschanel, Martin Freeman, Bill Nighy, Warwick Davis, Alan Rickman, Helen Mirren, Stephen Fry, John Malkovich. Heaps of amazing people in this movie. But I guess when it first came out, I wasn't too aware of who all of these people were. And now I know who they are. I'm a big fan of all of them. And I just had to grab this for the collection, especially when it's so cheap. And I guess I just never really realized it was a Disney title until I saw it on the shelf and saw that Touchstone. I thought, well, you know what? I've got to pick that one up for the collection. All right, we have got just a couple of Star Wars ones that we'll have a look at right now. Of course, we picked up in store Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is the Steelbook edition of this, the Australian Steelbook, which I really, really like. This has different artwork to the American edition. It's the exact same one as the UK got though. I really, really love this. I think it's a really fantastic steelbook. So I had to pick that up. Doesn't have the 3D disc in it like the UK edition does, but I wanted to pick that one up locally because it's just easy to pick it up locally. And I was also, of course, importing the 3D edition of it from the UK anyway. I always like to have my 3D edition in the slipcover, so I'm always going to import one of these anyway. So that's why it kind of makes it easier to go and pick up the steelbook right there. So we got a couple of copies of Star Wars The Last Jedi. I'm actually awaiting a couple more editions of that right now. I'm not too sure if they're going to be in here because I've got Vincent picking up a couple of copies of The Last Jedi for me. I don't think they'll be in this package. They might be in the next one, so I'll hold off talking about that just yet. We've also got a couple of Marvel titles here. We'll quickly rattle off. Most of them are the exact same title. In Australia, I picked up the Thor Ragnarok Steelbook here. Once again, same deal. There's no 3D or anything in that. It's just a nice, beautiful steelbook here, which just has, again, one disc for the Australian market. But again, I just picked it up because I just really wanted to get it, and it was easy to get. And also, additionally, I was picking up the 3D edition from the United Kingdom. Now, this one, I've shown this off on a couple of videos before. Look at that. I just love the effect that's there on that slipcover. I don't quite know exactly how to explain it. It's not lenticular. It's almost is kind of that feel, but it's not lenticular. It's just, I don't know, it's really nice, really shiny. We also picked up the 4K edition from the UK as well. I didn't pick up any US editions of Thor Ragnarok this time around because I preferred the artwork from the 2 UK releases over the American release this time around. And I just really like the 2 dynamic cover arts that we used on the UK sets right there. So 3 copies right there of Thor Ragnarok. And finally, for this little pile, it's not exactly a Disney title, but it's still a Marvel Studios movie. This one, Universal somehow still retains the distribution rights to The Incredible Hulk in 4K. So this is the only catalog release of a Marvel movie that's made it to 4K. Really nice shiny slipcover. I picked it up from the UK as opposed to the US because it came out a little bit earlier, and I guess I was impatient, so I picked this one up right here. Okay, with all of that little pile out of the way right there of stuff that you've already seen, let us get to the main attraction, and that is this, the box sent in from Vincent over in Canada. Once again, Vince, thanks so much for sending this in. Really appreciate it. I'm so excited to get into this and see what's actually in here, because like you guys, it's actually a little bit of a mystery for me too, because I said there's been so much stuff and I'm not sure what he's actually sent in this box here and what he still has put aside for me over with him. So let's crack it open and have a look. Why not? Let's just do it. Let's just open it. Let's crack it. Ah! Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at this. How good is this? You gotta love a good Vince haul because he's always packaging stuff so good. Ooh, we've got a couple of little things that have fallen out of there, which is always exciting. Sometimes he throws in like a couple little bonuses for me, which is always very, very cool. And always, I really, really appreciate it when he throws in these little bonus things for me. So we'll take a look at them right at the very end. For now, we're gonna crack this open and have a look at again, I believe it is 8 titles inside here. All right, let's get that off right there. Awesome. And we've got an extra layer of shrink wrap right there. Oh, nice. We've got a couple little packages there. So let's rip this up. Oh, all right. Okay, I can see what's in here. Very, very exciting stuff. And I'm going to open this one up now. Oh, excellent. Okay. Okay, I've seen what I've got right here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to shuffle them up into a couple of small little piles here, and then we'll go through them. So it's very, very, very exciting. We'll put that there, put that there too. There's a lot of very, very, very exciting stuff. First up, I'll say no Star Wars in this pack just yet. That'll be in the next packaging, which is fantastic. So we'll split a lot of stuff up. First up, let's take a look at this one right here. This is a series that I really, really loved. I only watched 2 or 3 seasons of it though, and then I think when I was waiting for the next season to come out, I kind of dropped it and haven't picked it up again for a couple of years. This is season 6 right here. So I've got quite a bit to catch up on. I'm excited to do so. It is, of course, Once Upon a Time season 6. I really, really loved this show. It kind of went a little bit downhill, I felt, after season 1, 2, but I still kind of enjoyed it, and it is a show that I do want to pick back up and watch properly again, especially now, given that season 6 is like the last season with the main cast. Didn't they recast it or something? There's like a time jump in season 7, and now they've axed it, so a lot of the earlier slips were lenticular for Once Upon a Time, but this is like got a matte and spot gloss on there, which is really cool. We've got a couple of animated titles here, which I'm excited to get into. We'll show this one first because this is one I actually do have in my collection, but this is an exclusive version that Vince picked up for me on one of his shopping trips, and he messaged me, he said, look, I've picked this up for you. Do you want a copy of it? Absolutely. Why not? Let's grab it. It is the signature edition of Bambi. This is the Best Buy exclusive version with the lenticular slipcover right there. I don't get the lenticulars or the steels for absolutely every single one of them, but Bambi is one of my all-time favorite Disney classics, and well, Vince picked it up for me, and I said, you know what, why not send it over to me? That's great. Next up here, we've got another signature collection edition, which is one I don't have at all. I have the diamond edition, of course. I don't have this signature one, so I'm excited to finally get my hands on this, check out the new features and all of that. It is Lady and the Tramp from the signature collection, of course. This looks, this is the first of these Disney Blu-rays I've received that has this ugly border stuff on it, multi-screen edition, and all this watch anywhere crap all over it. It looks pretty bad. It's pretty awful. I don't know what Disney are doing right here. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you would have expected to see on Blu-rays maybe 5 or 6 years ago when they were first advertising digital, but Disney is really, really pushing hard with digital again, and they're just slapping it all over. I mean, they could have been a sticker. Just put that on there as a sticker. It's a bit annoying, but anyway, that is still quite a nice cover anyway, and happy to finally add Lady and the Tramp Signature Collection Edition to my Blu-ray Disney collection, so that's awesome. We've got one more Disney animated title right here. It is in 4K as well, and I cannot wait to rewatch this. I saw this in cinemas. I have to watch again. I don't own this yet. I do have a 3D edition coming soon, but this is Coco in 4K. I love this movie so much. I'm sure this is going to look absolutely stunning in 4K. So happy to own Coco. I can't wait to watch that again. Now, we've got a number of Disney Movie Club exclusive titles right here. This is the thing I always get most excited about because I love these Disney Movie Club exclusives. Obviously, you can only get them through the Disney Movie Club. As an Australian, as someone who's not a resident of America or Canada, I can't join the Disney Movie Club, so Vincent so kindly orders them in for me using his account. We have a couple of more animated titles actually right here, and this is something, I've been waiting for over a decade. Over a decade of collecting Disney Blu-rays, and finally these two movies have been released on Blu-ray. It is Saludos, Amigos, and the three Caballeros. Yes! These are two to knock down. It's been so long, probably like 2 years, since they properly released any catalog animated titles on Blu-ray. And for so long, there were 5 remaining. Saludos, Amigos, 3 Caballeros. Finally, we can check them off the list. And now there's 3 more remaining. Make My Music, Melody Time, and The Black Cauldron. Hopefully these have sold really well, and I know they have sold well. I know so many people who have finally got their hands on this. Hopefully this is a sign for Disney to release the final 3. We can finally complete our Disney animated collection on Blu-ray. Sad thing is they don't do slipcovers for the Disney Movie Club anymore, which means, unfortunately, no slipcover for Saludos Amigos, 3 Caballeros. Next to Dinosaur, that makes the only 2 Disney animated Blu-rays that don't have slipcovers, which is very disappointing, but thank the Lord, thank the Star-Lord, they are finally available on Blu-ray. I can finally watch these movies again. I've been waiting for so many years to watch them again properly in HD. I finally have them, and I should say to everyone, all the Blu-rays included in this collection are region-free, including the Disney Movie Club exclusives, so you can get them, watch them anywhere. These are also the uncut versions of the movies. These were censored for many years for DVD and VHS releases. Finally, uncensored versions of the movies have been released. Couple more Disney Movie Club exclusives right here. These are all live action ones, not animated ones. Let's have a look at this one first up. Don't know anything about this one. Never watched it. It doesn't look that great. It doesn't have great ratings, but as a completist, I had to pick this one up. RocketMan. I have no idea what this movie is. It stars a guy named Harland Williams, who I only really recognize as being in Something About Mary. He's the hitchhiker that they pick up, who turns out to be like a mass murderer guy. It's like the only thing I've ever seen him in, and he's in this, RocketMan. This is the 20th anniversary edition of this movie. So they've obviously taken advantage of this anniversary to release it. There's so many great movies from the Disney catalog that they haven't released to the Disney Movie Club or to Blu-ray at all yet. But yeah, so RocketMan, not too sure why they released that one. I wouldn't have imagined there is a huge demand for that. It's not, as far as I'm aware, it's not even really any kind of classic. But there you go, RocketMan. As a completist, I've got it in the collection. I'll check it out. I'll see what it's like. Here's another live action one that never really went down as a classic, but I always loved it. I loved this one as a kid, and I'm really excited to finally have this on Blu-ray because I love this. It's a really beautiful, really sweet, touching movie. It is Mighty Joe Young. It stars Charlize Theron and the late Bill Paxton. We lost Bill Paxton not that long ago. I love Bill Paxton. He's a really great actor, and this is one of my favorite one of his movies. So I'm really glad to finally own this, and I'll watch this very soon. Now, I did own this one on DVD, which means I can now get rid of the DVD from my collection unless... No, it doesn't look like there's any special features on the DVD. I'll have a look properly. If there's any special features on that, I'll take the disc out and I'll put it in this case right here. But if there's no special features on that, I'm just going to put that in like my ever-growing pile of Disney DVDs that I've replaced with the Blu-rays. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with those. But we got one more title to get onto. This is one I never had on DVD, so it's really great to pick it up. It's another live action one. Another one, again, these 3 are kind of really just random releases that I never really expected to see on Blu-ray. Mighty Joe Young is the most welcome of the lot. This one here, very strange release on Blu-ray before they've released any other like real classics. But I'm sure the kids who grew up with this one, I think it was a bit out of the age range when this one came out. Kids who grew up with this one, I'm sure they loved it. Same way that I love Mighty Joe Young, they'll be very happy to get this one on Blu-ray. It is Snow Dogs, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. I was in kind of late primary school, I think, when this movie came out, so it was just a little beyond my age range. I'm sure at some point I must have watched this. Vaguely remember maybe seeing it at the movies, but yeah, I think it just came out at that time where it was beyond this being any kind of nostalgic classic for me. But look, I'm happy to have it in the collection and interested to take a look at that one again. Cuba Gooding, always fun. And with that, that is all the Blu-rays that I have been sent from Vincent. We have a couple of little goodies here. We'll quickly go over these and then wrap up the video. Vincent just occasionally sends in just a couple of little random things. Sometimes the Disney Movie Club send in like little gifts and goodies and stuff. Looks like right here we've got a pin. Okay, this is one of the Disney Movie Club exclusive pins. Ah, that is awesome. Take a look at that. This is the Coco pin. So the exclusive pin that came with the release of Coco. That's really great. I really love these pins. I'm not a huge Disney pin collector, but I do love these Disney Movie Club exclusives. I've got them all sitting on my desk, sort of on the windowsill. I really, really love them. Thanks for sending me that, Vince. That's awesome. There's one little goodie here. I'm not too sure what that is. Let's open it up, take a look. This is it. This is the last piece for this video. It's been a good one. It's another little Coco thing. Oh, that is cool. It is a keychain, key ring of the guitar that's featured in the movie that Miguel plays. Ernesto de la Cruz's old guitar. That is really, really, really cool. As I said, I love Coco so much, and they're two really cool little pieces right there. Thank you so much, Vincent, for sending in a couple of goodies out of the goodness of your heart, and of course for sending in a bunch of stuff right here from the Disney Movie Club and just other stuff you've picked up in store and whatever else. Thank you so, so much. Your work is always much, much appreciated. I'm very excited for the next box. There is a number of really exciting titles that Vince is holding over for the next box that I'm excited to get into, and hopefully they'll come quite soon, and we'll be able to do another one of these Disney Blu-ray update videos very, very soon down the line. So that's all the stuff from Vince, and again, once again, we picked up a bunch of Disney, Marvel, Star Wars stuff, Pixar stuff there as well, which is really, really fantastic. And with all of that, that brings us to the end of yet another Disney Blu-ray collection update video. Very, very exciting. And again, I don't think the wait between this one and the next one will be as long as the wait between the previous one and this one, because Vince has got quite a good amount of stuff to send through to me very, very soon. Look, guys, thank you so much for watching this other Blu-ray update video. I'll see you very, very soon with more Blu-ray hauls, of course, and very soon with another Disney Blu-ray update. Thanks for watching, and take care. If this is your first time viewing my channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.